Today we continue in this series, A Different Kind of Good. In these days we've been talking about some spiritual disciplines that Jesus assumes that ordinary followers of Jesus would practice. And then he gives us some keen insights as to how we're supposed to do those things. And today we're talking about good prayer. I've invited an ordinary follower of Jesus from Grace Church to share with us a little bit about his prayer life. And so I'd like to ask you, first of all, would you just tell us how prayer came alive for you as a follower of Jesus?
First of all, I come to realize, the number one thing, it's not about me, period. As God talks to us, the number one thing that He wants us to learn in this walk is that His love goes beyond boundaries, and He wants us to extend what we have, whatever we have to give in terms of love, however you want to call that, to others, and allow that to grow. So how has it changed me? It's allowed me to accept people and see everybody as a soul being rather that's on a journey, and just allow that they need God that way too. So your prayer life changes as you have these people enter your life, I think.
How is your prayer life different today than it was 15, 20, 30 years ago? How would you say your prayer life is different?
Well, as a young man, as you sort yourself years ago, you go through these ebbs and flows of loneliness. So having been a Christian just about all my life, you turn to God and ask Him all these questions because you have all these things you want to have answered. And then I've come to realize that all the answers are there if I would just turn and look. So in the discipline of prayer, I found that He would be there, and I've grown every step of the way, but He has challenged me every step of the way. It's not been easy, but He has been there.
Yeah. So that communion that you've had with Him in prayer, as you've listened to Him, we tend to talk about prayer as what I say to God, but as you've listened to Him, He's challenged you to surrender more of your life to Him, to give more of yourself to Him. Is that an accurate assessment?
Prayer, God answers prayers in the most mysterious ways. Yeah. Everybody would love to hear that audible voice where, He just comes out and blurs. But it doesn't happen that way usually, at least for me. But He uses other people. That's a miraculous way of God speaking to you through others. Yeah.
Somebody is sitting in one of the campuses of Grace Church this morning, and they're new to this journey, this pilgrimage with Jesus. They're trying to figure out this thing that we call prayer, this communion, this communication with God, where they speak and where they listen. If they were sitting right here in front of you like I am, what counsel would you give them as they begin this journey of prayer?
Number one, let go and let God. He has you in the palm of His hands all the time. You just have to let that go and allow that journey to continue, because you will fall, but not enough where it will really hurt you, but allow you to grow, and that's what He wants. Because how else can you share the love of Jesus Christ with others if you haven't skinned your knees in this walk? So, it's not easy, but you have to be disciplined in your walk and get into the Bible daily and form a prayer life and a prayer journal that you can keep, that you can see where God's hand's been. You'd be surprised the footprints that He will leave.
That's very cool. Thank you so much for sharing with us this morning.
You bet.